Throughout my life, the name kept resurfacing. When I got into high school, I was interracially dating. And the first thing my parents would tell me before I left the house at night was, don't let what happened to Emmett Till happen to you.
Did you have a son who in his lifetime was known as Emmett Till?
Yes, sir.
In 67 years, many have tried to make this film. Everyone from the likes of Rod Serling, who created The Twilight Zone, to William Bradford Huey, whose name is synonymous with the Emmett Till case because he was the reporter who got the men to confess in 1955. And both of them, had failed, and many others have failed along the way. And so to be in this position to finally get this story told, I'm just so overwhelmed because it was a promise fulfilled.
The body of Emmett Louis Till has been found dead.
I need to prepare you.
When I made that decision to take on this project, I knew there was no way I could move forward without meeting the late Mrs. Mamie Till-Mobley, Emmett Till's mother. And so almost immediately after I made the decision to pursue this story, we all, just like now, you have these discussions about appropriation and who's telling people's stories, and we were having that same discussion then. And I told everyone that there was no way I would ever tell this story without the people who lived it. And we ended up talking for 2.5 hours the first time. And I explained to her how Emmett Till was so intricate in my life and how I was introduced to the story. And I wanted in some way to help her fight for justice for her son, but also bring her son's story to the big screen.
Those pictures change people's lives.
Mamie, you have the public's attention right now. We have an opportunity.
Danielle Deadwyler has been so spectacular in playing the role of my dear Shiro. And to have someone like that on board who had dedicated, this time to really do the research, to play the role, that she played was just, oh my God, I was just overwhelmed and lost for words at times because all I ever wanted to do was to make sure people experienced the woman that I knew. She was a huge inspiration to me. And I wanted people to walk away from the theaters being inspired themselves. But they had to meet Mother Mobley. And Danielle brought her to life.
This will be the day.
1 month ago, I had a nice apartment in Chicago. I had a son.
And I just want to encourage everyone to please go out and support Till, because what we saw happen to Emmett Till in 1955 is some of the same things that we're seeing today. There's no other story that speaks more to this generation, political and racial climate than the story of Emmett Louis Till. And I think people will walk away with that after they have seen it.
Now I know what happens to any of us, anywhere in the world, had better be the business of us all.
This will be the day.
Thank you for watching Picture House Cinema's unique video content. Hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date with our movie news, cast and crew interviews, highlights, trailers, and lots more.